Hello, and welcome to this segment of Loving Life. I'm Charlie Silva, board-certified hypnotist and certified professional life coach. I've helped many people take back control of their life and achieve their goals by asking the following question. Loving life, are you loving yours? If so, wonderful. If not, why not? If there's something that is stopping you from loving your life, what is it? And let's find ways to overcome it. If you missed any previous segments of Loving Life, you can watch them online at the MTN18 website, mtn18.com. Now, I recently read a fascinating article written by Nick Ortner. Nick is the New York Times best-selling author of the book, The Tapping Solution. The entire article can be found at www.thetappingsolution.com. Nick is a practitioner of EFT, otherwise known as Emotional Freedom Technique, and tapping. This technique is a type of meridian tapping that combines ancient Chinese acupressure and modern psychology with startling results. As with several other modalities such as meditation and hypnosis, EFT helps you understand the mind-body connection so that you are able to overcome negative habits and emotions. Now, I was fascinated by his article because it speaks to how our minds control our body. As Nick notes, he's been reading up on a lot of recent mind-body research lately, and it's exciting to see the number of studies showing that we can heal our bodies using just our minds. Beliefs and the emotions they generate are being linked to chronic pain, allergies, heart disease, and more recently, asthma. For example, the statistics around asthma are pretty shocking. According to the Center for Disease Control, around 25 million Americans suffer from the disease, and that number gets bigger each year. It's also the most common chronic disorder in childhood, impacting more than 7 million children under the age of 18. Asthma triggers have always been thought to be things like smells, ranging from cigarette smoke to perfume, to pollen and pollution. While all of these things and more do contribute to asthma, an interesting new study suggests that beliefs about asthma triggers also impact the way the body responds to potential triggers. In the study, published in the Journal of Psychosomatic Research, a group of participants who classified their asthma as moderate persistent were divided into two groups. All participants in both groups were exposed to the same harmless scent. One group was told the scent would help to relieve asthma, while the other group was told the scent could make their asthma worse. The group that expected the scent to aggravate their asthma experienced significantly more inflammation in their airways. What's more, that inflammation was still evident 24 hours later. The group that was told the odor may help to alleviate their asthma did not experience any irritation or inflammation from the scent. Just by believing their asthma would get triggered, the first group not only helped the body to create inflammation, but they also made themselves more vulnerable to future asthma attacks and even more inflammation. The other group's belief that the scent was therapeutic actually seemed to protect them from experiencing inflammation. Research like this means that our beliefs, as well as the emotions they generate, contribute to very real processes in the body. In other words, your body interacts with your beliefs the way it would with a set of instructions. So if you believe a certain scent aggravates your asthma, your body will obey by creating inflammation. Now stop and really think about that for a minute. It's pretty incredible when you consider how a single belief can kick off an entire process in the body. That process can be potentially harmful, like inflammation, or it can be protective, like boosting immunity or preventing inflammation. All of that from a single belief. And the reason is simply because beliefs create reality. Now that's a lot of power we're holding in our minds. When we talk about how our beliefs create reality, though, it can be tempting to start harping on what we're doing wrong. We notice that we have a lot of limiting beliefs and wonder things like, does my asthma mean I haven't done enough work on myself? Why can't I let go of my limiting beliefs so I can be healthier and more positive? Well, the reality is we all have limiting beliefs, and we all experience negative emotions. After all, we're human. Instead of criticizing ourselves, which just adds stress and continues the negative cycle, We want to find a way to simply stop criticizing ourselves and start noticing our limiting beliefs. Once we become aware of our limiting beliefs, we can begin taking action to overcome them. Now, beliefs run deep, so they can take some time to transform, but you'll be amazed by the positive changes that happen when you do take the time to begin transforming yourself. Nick offers a tapping exercise you can do to improve your breathing. For those of you familiar with the tapping technique, it centers around becoming aware of your limiting beliefs and tapping on the energy meridians around your body as you accept the symptoms while giving yourself permission to change them. Now, this is similar to hypnosis in the way that when you become aware of your subconscious programming that is holding you back, you can begin making changes to the programming. So for this exercise, if you're familiar with the energy meridians, feel free to tap on them as you repeat the phrases. If you're not familiar with the energy meridians, simply repeat the phrases to yourself. Now start by taking a few deep breaths. Notice how your breath feels, how deeply you're breathing, and how open or closed your chest and throat feel as you breathe. And now repeat the following. Even though my breathing feels tight and shallow, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though my breath feels tight and shallow, like there's only so deep I can go, I love and accept myself fully. Even though it feels as if there's all this constriction in my chest and throat when I breathe, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. All this tightness in my breath, all this tightness in my chest and throat when I breathe. My breathing feels so shallow, my breathing feels so tight. All this tightness in my throat when I breathe. All this stress constricting my breath. All this stress making my breathing shallow. So much shallowness in my breathing. All this stress keeping me from taking big, deep breaths. It's safe to release this stress from my breathing now. It's safe to relax into deeper, bigger breaths now. I don't need to constrict my breath. I can just let it flow. Letting go of all this tightness and shallowness in my breathing now. I can breathe more deeply now. I can take fuller, bigger, more relaxing breaths now. It's safe to let my body get all the air it needs. It's safe to relax my breathing now. It's safe to open up my breathing now, letting my breathing flow more naturally and openly. Relaxing and opening my breathing now, letting my body get the big, full, deep breaths it needs. And when you're ready, go ahead and take a nice, big, deep breath. Notice any changes in your breathing. Is it deeper and fuller? Does it feel more rejuvenating and relaxing than usual? As Nick notes, he's a huge believer in the mind-body connection, but he's still always shocked by how much deeper and fuller his breathing feels after he does this simple exercise to open it up. Your mind is truly an amazing thing. And as you know, hypnosis is a wonderful tool to help you become aware of your subconscious programming and change it to help you become the person you truly desire to be. Now be sure to check my website for upcoming Take Back Control of Your Life workshops. The workshops are free of charge. If you have goals you'd like to achieve but have been unable to do so, attending one of my workshops may be all you need to take back control of your life. Well, I'm sure I've given you some things, positive things, to think about. Send any questions or comments you have to me at charlie@mtn18.com, and I'll answer them in future segments of Loving Life. I'm Charlie Silva, and I'm asking you, loving life, are you loving yours? If so, wonderful. If not, why not? If there's something that's stopping you from loving your life, what is it? And let's find ways to overcome it. Always remember that you are awesome. Have a wonderful day filled with love and gratitude.